sun is shining. Our systems are up and running. Not all of them, but a few of them are. Behind me, you guys can see that system. That is a tower garden, our aeroponic tower garden. We're growing 100 plants in there. We're growing lettuce because it's really, really easy to grow. We get an abundance when it comes to the yield when we're harvesting, and we're able to grow. It grows back so fast. It's just very impactful to have. We're growing things that we distribute on campus. So like our lettuce um, is very practical for college students to have. They can make a salad versus growing sweet potatoes and things like that. It gets a little more difficult for students to prepare that and have that for eating. So lettuce is very ideal to accommodate for most students. Our other system, which is right here, is an NFT system. It's a unique system because we're able to do two different type of growing techniques. At the bottom, we can have our microgreens. They're more like trays versus above where there are channels. And so we're going to utilize both of those in due time. Right over here, this is our Dutch bucket system. We just finished growing our tomatoes for the season. We're getting ready to grow something else, so we're doing our soybeans and hopefully cucumbers. So you guys be on the lookout for that. We're still trying to get those seedlings sprouting and get everybody on board. So it's taking a little bit of time, but once it's up and running, as y'all seen before, it's gonna be popping, all right? There's another system over here. Let's start to turn it. Now, it looks like there's nothing in there, but there is. They're just very small. This is an NFT system as well. Dr. Kirby and Dr. Mishra, their classrooms are working together to grow things indoors. So it looks like they have cilantro, they have onions here, also some lettuce as well. So we're growing a few different things in this system. All right, so we're working together inside this greenhouse to grow a variety of things. Everything that we're growing does go to the food pantry at the Wellness Center right on campus at Kean University. And so that makes it really, really cool. Some of these things we're still using for research. So whatever doesn't go there, it stays here with us. Like say if we're collecting seeds because some of the tomatoes went bad. Instead of throwing them out, we keep them and we harvest the seeds and we replant, right? If you guys don't know, we also have a compost facility here on campus. So our green scraps, we try to harvest those, or not harvest, we keep those and we turn those into the facility so that they can be added to the compost. Same thing with like our rock wool cubes, some of our supplies that we have, it turns into waste over time. Try to be responsible and get it to the proper location, which is right here on campus where we compost a lot of different things. All right. Today we have our intern. We always have interns with us, but we have an intern. She's fairly new. She's awesome. She's getting like acclimated with our operations here inside the greenhouse, learning about some of our seedlings, some of our challenges like pests. For those that don't know, inside of a greenhouse, you might end up dealing with white flies and spider mites. Those two insects are like super common for your greenhouse. Hey, how's it going? Thank you for joining me. But those are really common for plants in the greenhouse, and it's a headache, trust me. We tried so many different ways to combat these white flies and spider mites. We've tried neem oil, which was way too aggressive, killed a lot of our different plants. We also tried just cutting back the infected leaves, which worked really, really good. We had to be very careful when you're cutting them not to like disturb the white flies because they'll just fly away and you're not really getting rid of them at that point. They're just staying and flying on to the next plant. So if you cut those infested leaves, hold it gently, get it out of the greenhouse first, get it into wherever it needs to go, and stop some of this stuff from let me see, so did we study agriculture? Yeah, we study agriculture as we go. You know, a lot of this stuff is just experience. And so I'm bumping into people who have zero experience in the gardening, and then people who are like experts. They all come through, and we're learning together, man. So that's the good part about it. Try to keep a log on what we're learning, share the info. One of our like main mantras is to share with a friend, right? So that's what we're going to keep doing, sharing information, sharing the experience, and yeah. You should be a farmer, man. Go ahead, definitely be a farmer. You can start off as just being a gardener. I know for me, I want to be a farmer as well. And shoot, man, it starts with just trying your hand, man. Just if you're in Jersey, you want to stop by, our doors are always open. You can learn with us, you know. Yeah, the doors are open. But back to the pests. We were talking about pests. And so the pests, white flies, spider mites, they do go after specific plants. Your more soft coated leaves, like your cucumber leaves, your tomato leaves. Man, what else? What other leaves is a good example? Your lettuce leaves. Those get ate up by the white flies all the time, and they just love it. We tried introducing ladybugs. Those are the white fly's natural predator. We added some here. They did a little bit of work, but then they just flew away. They weren't the killers that I thought they would be. But some of them just marched right on out. They just flew right on out. So it didn't even help much. But again, removing the infested leaves was probably like one of the best things. And another method to get rid of the white flies is mixing water and dish soap, kind of turning it into an insecticidal soap. And so spraying that over our kale worked really, really good. The white flies flew away instantly as soon as we sprayed it, because they were like, what is this, water? So they flew away. The next day we came and checked, they didn't come back, right? So it lowered their count on these leaves, on our kale, tremendously. So those are two things I would always stand by if you're growing anything inside of a greenhouse and you're running into an issue with white flies. I would try to first remove the infested leaves, get them out of there. Next, spray with insecticidal soap and water, just mixing that up, and you should be good. All right, so just spray it on there, spray it on your plants. The leaves on the underside of the leaves, not on the top, but on the underside is where all the white flies really like to hang out. Spray that area. Thank y'all for the subs. Appreciate y'all. Share with your friend. Hit us up, leave us a comment, whatever. If you have any questions, we don't know it all, but we're learning it all together, all right? So just want to say thank you guys, Mason, Amazed by Dance. Thank y'all for just tapping in and subscribing to our channel, all right? I got a few more things to do. You might see me around here sweeping and just keeping everything looking good. That's important to us since we're growing food in this facility. We can't have it dirty and just looking like crap, right? So you'll see me around here sweeping around. I'm gonna get out from being in front of this cam. You guys hit us up in the comments below. I'll occasionally walk by cam and just see if you guys are asking any questions, and we can try our best to answer them, all right? Appreciate y'all. Again, my name is Nate. If y'all don't know, you'll see me more often. And yeah. So one thing I try to do when there's not a lot of assignments to do or anything like that, sweet. And just getting everything clean. And that's faster. Other fancy coming. Seeing it when I first started cleaning, it So this is going to stay for this looks good, by the way. Thank you.
Wait, should I add more or not one?
You don't have to know. It looks good. Yeah. Okay. Dude, it looks good to me. You ain't got to do it, man. Looks good.
There's no badge in this
Ah, man. Okay. Hey, it's all good. If you ever like near New York, we're not far from New York. We're about under an hour from New York, so never feel weird to hit us up, man. You never know. Stop by. Probably take you 40 minutes on the train. Get directly to the campus. The train from New York goes right to campus. So if you are in New York, there's a way here for sure. And I'm here all the time. Come by. It gets lonely in here. I know I have interns, but I want more friends. I want more cool people to pull up. All right. So you're always welcome. Just hit us up. Let me know. And I don't know if you have kids or not, but we love the kids. We do workshops with the youth. So if you have a little bug with you, bring them on by. My son, he comes with me every now and then and has a good time. If there's other kids here, if it's just me and him, he gets bored. But yeah, feel free to bring your family or friends if you want to. Doesn't have to be super big, but it's a little something. Like under here. You see, yeah. Here, so good. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all want to see some other plants? Ooh, first, let me show you these. So this is a papaya tree, which is really, really cool. This is being grown by Dr. Mishra. It's been here since I've been here. I'm not sure if it's going to fruit or not. Would be cool if it did, though. Over here is an avocado tree. We have a couple of these. There's another one right here, much bigger. Now, which is really cool what we're doing here. As you can see, these are kind of like dying off. Now, normally you would cut this and just get rid of it, but what Dr. Mishra is planning to do is to let this naturally fall off into the soil and allowing the leaves to decay and providing nutrients into the soil naturally. So they're gonna let that just fall off, take its course. As you can see above, it's looking pretty good. Way above here, you might see like it's starting to produce more leaves. So it lets me know that this guy is pretty healthy, all right? Let me see. Same thing with this guy, it's the same avocado tree. We have some lemon trees back here. Again, this is Dr. Mishra's lemon tree. It looks like a pothos is growing down here. This is a coffee plant. So how it works, it's not really looking the best. It took a beating during the winter time. It's still winter time, but our side panels opened up to let air in, and then opened up during a really, really cold day, and that cold air just destroyed this coffee plant. A lot of these plants and trees are like considered tropical plants, and so they cannot take any brutal, harsh, cold weathers that we get in Jersey. So situations like that really, really hurt us. See? They just opened by themselves. So it is automated. Our greenhouse is automated. Let me bring you over to our thermometer right here. When it gets too hot, if it gets 90, it triggers the sensors to automatically open up the panels. Where's my hand at? Those panels. That right there, that square, it opens up. And so it will close once it gets lower than 80. We don't want it to really get lower than 80 because again, our plants are tropical. So, but we can't have it too hot because some of our plants will wilt. Like our lettuce can't be too hot, it'll start to wilt. Same thing with our kale. All right, so luckily for luckily for us, our greenhouse is temperature regulated. It does allow us to grow certain things. It isn't perfect, so sometimes things happen where the sensors didn't work, didn't close on time, it didn't open in time, and so sometimes we lose crop. In this system over here, the electrical went out, and so everything died on here. And it was thriving at one point, and it just happened. So these are some of the things we deal with when it comes to growing indoors versus growing outdoors. Honestly, I'm okay with these challenges versus outdoors, because outdoors you gotta worry about squirrels, you gotta worry about deer, you gotta worry about so many things trying to eat this amazing food growing that you just want to eat for yourself and for your community, right? So we all have challenges, but I do like the greenhouse challenges over outdoors. Moving along, we have a mango plant. Now, it's not mine, but I am going to get a mango plant. I love mangoes. Mango tree. So right here is our mango tree. This is Dr. Kirby's mango tree. And remember I was telling you with the avocado how the leaves, they want to allow the leaves to rest inside the soil to decompose naturally for nutrients for the soil and for the plant. This is a prime example of that. So you can see he didn't remove the dying mango leaves. He let those leaves stay right here, and they're going to decompose and become food for whatever critters and become a habitat for whatever critters inside the soil. But that's what you want, because those critters inside the soil they die off, and when they die, they release nutrients for the roots to then absorb. So this is a good thing. This is a good method. If you are going to do this, it works. It just takes time. And know that you are going to create a habitat for insects. So when you see your insects there, don't freak out. It's there intentionally, and it's for your benefit. And that noise was the windows closing. So don't freak out if y'all hear that noise. We have these awesome plants growing right here, which this is a sugar cane. So you could take a sugar cane and grow more sugar cane out of the previously grown sugar cane. All right, so that's really cool. This is Dr. Kirby's. He is just growing some really, really cool stuff. Right here we have our rice plant. Dr. Mishra is growing this, has been growing this for like a couple years, I believe. And as you can see, she has rice seeds all over this thing. So that's really cool. Right here is basil, smells good. Let me see. Take it to my side. Over here, I'm gonna show you the bad. All right, there's good, there's bad. I'm gonna show you the bad. The bad is our sweet potato. It's good, you see the new growth coming in, but as we go down, you start to see the damage. It's getting ate by something. Over here, it's looking a little malnourished. Look at that, just fell right on off. All right, this isn't good. I gotta figure out what's going on here. All right, I do intend to add some phosphorus and some potassium. Since we're dealing with sweet potatoes, I want them to grow those nice big tubers, and that's exactly what this plant is going to need in the soil. It's going to need more phosphorus and potassium than nitrogen. Nitrogen is going to allow us to have those nice green leaves and have an abundance of leaves. But when it comes to growing those tubers, those potatoes, those sweet potatoes, those beets, those radishes, you want phosphorus and potassium inside the soil. When it comes to growing plants in general, you are feeding the soil. All right, you're feeding the soil more than you're feeding the plant. It's like you feed the environment so that the plant could do what it naturally does. So keep that in mind as you're growing and you're starting out. Be mindful of the soil conditions. Get you a soil test. Learn a little bit about soil and how to treat your soil so that it's thriving. All right. You want to check out our beets? Beets are doing pretty good. I love beets, so I'm hoping that we have a huge harvest. We got some little seedlings growing because we're going to give those away. Got a bunch of seedlings over here. Our interns have been killing it with the seedlings. We got a lot of things coming. We're having an event coming up soon here at Kean University where we're going to be giving away some seedlings to our guests. So we're just loading up on growing seedlings. So that's what that's about. We have a blueberry bush. It's still a baby, and it has some issues going on that we need to address as well. As you can see, I'm starting to see some black spots. And baking soda and water works really good at preventing this disease from spreading. All right, that's baking soda and water. You can mix that into a spray bottle and just spray these, get rid of the infested leaves, and then spray the rest and try to prevent the spread of that disease, which is black spot. We also have neem back here, doing pretty good. We have a Japanese eggplant that we already harvested earlier in the year. It's trying to produce more, but every time it grows a flower, the flower just kind of doesn't last and dies off. So we're gonna have to figure out what's going on with this guy. It is getting ate up by pests. I can tell. It's like a mixture of spider mites and white flies. You see? I don't know if you can tell, but it's there. So we're gonna have to figure that out. We have citronella to help us with some of these mosquitoes that are flying around. Try to get those guys out of here. It's growing so big, we need to actually do something about this. This is just getting a little out of hand. In the middle here, we have an ashwagandha plant. Ashwagandha is doing well. We harvest the leaves, we dehydrate the leaves, and turn it into a tea. All right. We have some chamomile doing really well. Y'all know about the chamomile tea. Lavender. We just gave a lavender plant away to the Cougar mascot. Last week was, what was it? It was week of random acts of kindness week. And so they gave us some cool cane merch. We gave them a lavender plant. So yeah, this is St. John wort, which you can also use as a tea. And yeah, we have our aloe vera growing. This is our kale. some tomatoes that we are gonna continue harvesting the seeds out of these and not throw it away. That's important to us. Making my way back here. We're in another section of the greenhouse where we have a few more plants growing. We have some radish. This was planted from our intern, Juliana. That's my homegirl. What's up, Juliana? Your radishes are growing and looking good. This is our moringa plant. Not doing too good, but we're gonna keep trying to feed it and tend to it. As you can see, we have some compost in here. Been watering it, and I really hope that it just works out and that it comes back to life. This moringa plant did come back and it was thriving, but fell short because of the spider mites. The spider mites just ate this thing down, ate all the leaves. And so we sprayed all the spider mites off with water, and the leaves fell off as well. And then we decided to relocate this plant because it wasn't doing good where it was. It was right near a window, and we're thinking the windows were inviting more insects to come in and causing this tree to have some issues. Over here, we have more of our aloe vera just growing, doing this thing. Trying to see if it likes it here. I'm not sure if it does or if it doesn't, but hopefully it does. All right, so that's the greenhouse. I appreciate y'all sticking around, checking this out, subscribing. Share with your friends, let them know that we're doing this. Again, if you guys are nearby, you can always visit. Just reach out to us, send us a comment. If you have any questions, because you want to start your own garden, you want to do your own thing, you want to grow some on your windowsill or just in your backyard, let us know. We're here to help as much as we can. All right? Again, it's Nathaniel, Tribe and Vod. Want to thank y'all for just rocking with us. Until next time, peace.